Well, good evening everyone. Now if you want to join in with tonight's awards ceremony and perhaps send messages of congratulations to any of the award recipients and to the new appointees, you can do this by using the chat button facility which is located at the bottom of your screen. Now you need to choose the drop down option of everyone, which will allow all the award winners and the guests here tonight to see your comments. Enjoy! Throughout the year, reservists in Wales provide valuable support to our regular armed forces, at home, on operational duties and within their local communities. Our cadets, whether from the Sea Cadet Corps, the Army Cadet Force, the Royal Air Force Air Cadets or from the Combined Cadet Force, grow and develop into responsible and confident young citizens, achieving enormous training and sporting success, as well as providing support to their communities through many and varied activities. These endeavours help maintain the good name of the armed forces here in Wales. Finally, our adult volunteers devote time, energy and effort that is truly humbling to ensure that our cadets gain maximum benefit from what for many can be life-changing experiences in preparation for adult life. These awards ceremonies, held annually by the Lord Lieutenants of Wales, are an opportunity for deserving individuals to be publicly recognised within the communities in which they live and serve for their contribution to the reserves and cadet forces. Now this evening, Her Majesty's Lord Lieutenant will be making the following presentations: the Lord Lieutenant's Certificate of Merit, the Lord Lieutenant's Cadet Certificate and Lord Lieutenant's Badges for last year 2021, and the Lord Lieutenant's Cadet appointments for this year 2022. Firstly then, the Lord Lieutenant's Certificates of Merit. The Lord Lieutenant's Certificate of Merit records the Lord Lieutenant's gratitude and recognition for outstanding service and devotion to duty, and this year the certificates are being awarded as follows. Captain Stephen Gadd, Royal Monmouthshire Royal Engineers Militia. Captain Stephen Norman Gadd joined 108 Welsh Field Squadron on the 24th of November 2004, where he is currently employed as the Permanent Staff Administration Officer on a full-time reservist service contract. He's married to Teresa and he's got 2 children. Captain Gadd joined the regular Army Royal Engineers in 1975, transferring to the reserves in 2004. A truly diverse and multidisciplinary career has seen service with armoured engineers, high-risk search, bomb disposal, army diving and Gurkha units, encapsulating a wide range of operational tours along the way, including Northern Ireland, Iraq, the former Yugoslavia and Kosovo. Captain Gadd is without doubt the centrepin around which the daily life in John Chard VC House, an Army Reserve Centre in Swansea, revolves. His balance of experience, wisdom and military knowledge combines with a deep understanding of the local area and adjacent reserve and cadet units. However, it's not this experience that sets him apart. It's the way he chooses to apply his knowledge in support of the younger soldiers and civilian staff that make up the team of Swansea Sappers. Relentlessly passionate about the unit, he's built a tight-knit team drawn from a diverse background and created a professional work ethos underpinned by a warm, welcoming and supportive environment. This team is critical to providing the firm base from which the next generation of Swansea Sappers can build their skills and self-confidence in the Reserve Army. It's no exaggeration to say that Captain Gadd's jovial, larger-than-life personality and work ethic has been fundamental to the ongoing success of 108 Welsh Field Squadron, and for this reason he's nominated for the award of a Lord Lieutenant's Certificate of Merit. Mrs. Victoria Wilkinson of 157 Welsh Regiment Royal Logistic Corps. Mrs. Victoria Wilkinson is a career civil servant who served in 157 Welsh Regiment, the Royal Logistic Corps, since 2003. She's made an exemplary contribution to the continued administration and operation of the regiment throughout its many organisational and structural changes, and through her enduring support to its service personnel, most notably during operations Telic, Herrick and Rescript. Victoria started out as the administrative officer in 223 West Glamorgan Transport Squadron, Royal Logistic Corps, and within just a few months she'd embedded herself into the heart of the squadron's activities, quickly gaining the trust and respect of the soldiers and the squadron's chain of command. Her commitment and willingness to go that extra mile ensured a very smooth transition upon the introduction of the Joint Personnel Administration, or JPA, MOD-wide IT system. Now, JPA manages almost every aspect of a service person's career and service record, and its adoption brought about very significant change, yet for the officers and soldiers of 223 Squadron that transition was almost seamless. Fearlessly loyal, one could not question Victoria's dedication to 157 Regiment. Even while her husband Robert was deployed on Operation Harri 13 to Afghanistan, along with other soldiers from the regiment's Dragon Troop, Victoria maintained her support to the squadron, the wider regiment, but more importantly to the wives and partners of the other deployed soldiers. Currently, Victoria is working in 249 Headquarters Squadron and has never failed to provide an outstanding level of service throughout the COVID lockdowns, which forced new ways of working upon us all. Recently, she's performed above and beyond by supporting 223 Squadron in Swansea, who lost their own administration officer in April 2021, ensuring that our soldiers receive the level of administrative care that they deserve, with no disruption to pay and steadfast support during exercise Agile stance. In recognition of her expertise, professionalism and loyalty, Mrs. Victoria Wilkinson is recommended for the award of a Lord Lieutenant Certificate of Merit. Lieutenant Neil Jones of Neath Sea Cadet Corps. Lieutenant Neil Jones started his association with the Sea Cadets as a young cadet. Originally a member of Talbot Unit, he steadily progressed through the ranks as a cadet, representing the unit in many different subjects at district, area and national levels, winning several national gold medals in boat handling along the way. On transition to adult service, Lieutenant Jones undertook various duties within the unit, including Divisional Officer, responsible for a group of cadets and their welfare, Training Officer, responsible for the training and development of all cadets, First Lieutenant, responsible for the safe and efficient running of the unit, and finally, commanding the Port Talbot unit itself. Lieutenant James joined the Neath unit in 2008 and was appointed the unit's boat officer, responsible for the ever-growing fleet of boats. In addition, he's also taken on the role of training officer, ensuring that each cadet has access to the training needed and is having the best experience that we can offer. Lieutenant Jones is an experienced cadet instructor, an advanced seamanship instructor, rowing instructor, Royal Yachting Associate powerboat instructor, and a senior dinghy instructor as well. During his time as an adult volunteer, Neil has attained every rank within the organisation up to lieutenant. During this time he's trained many hundreds of cadets, including quite a few national winning boat handling teams along the way. A charismatic instructor, Lieutenant Jones captures the attentions of the cadets and enjoys teaching them most when out on the water in a boat himself, where he's often spotted relaxing in a sailing dinghy. When not out on the water teaching cadets, he can be found tinkering away, ensuring that all the boats are safe to use. He's at his happiest when boats are involved. In recognition of over 40 years of loyal and dedicated service to the Sea Cadets, Lieutenant Neil Jones is strongly recommended for the award of a Lord Lieutenant Certificate of Merit. And now let's hear from Neil himself.
Hello and good afternoon. My name is Neil Jones and I'm a Lieutenant in the Neath and District Sea Cadets. I joined the Sea Cadets in 1971 and I became an instructor at 20. I enjoy teaching the cadets boating and seamanship, which I have been doing for some time now. My other role is taking care of our boats at the Tartar Steel Sailing Club in Margam. When I first learned I was nominated for the Lord Lieutenant's Award from my CO, I must admit I wasn't expecting it. I was speechless. I really didn't know what to say to Chloe. I feel very proud and excited. It's a great honour to receive such a prestigious award, and I'd like to thank you all. Thank you very much.
Sergeant Byron Thomas of No. 3 Welsh Wing, Royal Air Force Air Cadets. Sergeant Byron Thomas joined the Royal Air Force Air Cadets with No. 360 Lucker Squadron as a cadet before joining 215 City of Swansea Squadron as a civilian instructor in 2009. Throughout his period as a civilian instructor, he was mentored in many roles such as stores officer, recruiting officer, adjutant and maintenance officer. His abundant enthusiasm, commitment and huge rapport with the cadets was rewarded in 2015 with promotion to the rank of sergeant. Byron was allocated a flight commander role, a position he committed himself to wholeheartedly, and he very quickly grew his flight to regularly parading 30 cadets, the largest flight out of the 6 flights within the unit. His drive and motivation were breathtaking, and his cadets were always encouraged to involve themselves in every activity within the squadron, and perhaps more importantly, to mix with other squadrons and cadets within the sector. A passionate recruiting officer, St Thomas set a new benchmark within West Glamorgan, where he organised for every secondary school to be visited twice a year to encourage the enlistment of new cadets and staff volunteers. This initiative was subsequently developed throughout the whole of the wing. In October 2020, St Thomas volunteered to transfer to number 1358 Pontardawe Squadron, this squadron being marked for closure due to the very low cadet numbers and lack of staff. With a new commanding officer allocated to this unit, he dedicated himself to a recruiting campaign with the locality, which immediately reaped rewards. The whole squadron was restructured by the commanding officer in St Thomas, and it now boasts 7 staff and over 20 cadets, all of whom now benefit from a reinvigorated cadet experience and a dynamic environment within which everyone benefits from significant opportunities for personal development. Byron's commitment to the cadets is exemplary. His unwavering support to the wing is superb, and his level of integrity and loyalty is well above that normally expected from a Cadet Force adult volunteer. In recognition of his dedication and commitment to the squadron, to the wing, and to the Royal Air Force Air Cadets, Sergeant Byron Thomas is highly recommended for the award of a Lord Lieutenant Certificate of Merit. A Lord Lieutenant's Cadet Certificate and Badges for 2021. The Lord Lieutenant's Cadet Certificate and Badge are awarded to members of the Cadet Forces in recognition of those individual cadets' performance during the previous year in support of the Lord Lieutenant, and this year for their performance during 2021, the Lord Lieutenant of West Glamorgan's Cadet Certificate and Badge are awarded to Petty Officer Cadet Amelia Welm of Neath Sea Cadet Corps, Cadet Regimental Sergeant Major Jessica Nedin of Doverdon Glamorgan Army Cadet Force, and Cadet Warrant Officer Christian Morgan of No. 3 Welsh Wing Royal Air Force Air Cadets. The Lord Lieutenant's Cadet Appointments for 2022. The Lord Lieutenant has a number of cadets each year nominated by the Sea Cadet Corps, the Army Cadet Force, the Royal Air Force Air Cadets and the Combined Cadet Forces. Cadets are nominated for their outstanding contribution to their respective cadet units. The cadet will support the Lord Lieutenant on special occasions such as royal visits, remembrance parades and civic events. And for 2022, the appointed Lord Lieutenants cadets for West Glamorgan are as follows. Leading Cadet Harri Oglesby of Neath Sea Cadet Corps. Leading Cadet Harri Oglesby has been a member of Neath Sea Cadets since he was a 10-year-old, joining as a junior Sea Cadet. During his time as a junior, Leading Cadet Oglesby completed the junior training programme, earning the top award of the Commodore's Pennant, only the second cadet ever within the unit to achieve this award. As a Sea Cadet, Harri has always had a keen interest in first aid, which started during his time in primary school, when he joined Unismardi's first aid team. He's become an experienced sailor and rower over the last few years, having recently been awarded his Rowing Coxswain's Badge. Leading Cadet Oglesby has represented his unit and district in various competitions, including marine engineering, first aid and ceremonial drill. Harri has always excelled in shooting, earning his marksman badge on every rifle type within the cadet force. With a keen interest in powerboating, he's represented the unit in many competitions, winning through to area and national levels and ultimately becoming UK national champion. Leading Cadet Oglesby rarely misses an opportunity to represent his unit, showing his commitment and dedication. He always ensures that he's wearing his uniform to the highest possible standard, and as a result, he's a shining example to his peers, his subordinates and to his superiors. Harri has worked his way up the ranks quickly, learning many life skills along the way, as well as helping the instructors at his unit to teach and encourage the younger cadets. He is also part of the unit's Cadet Forum, which enables the cadet voice to be heard when deciding unit training activities. Leading Cadet Harri Oglesby is an excellent ambassador for the cadet movement and will no doubt be an asset to the lieutenancy, so he is strongly recommended for the appointment as a Lord Lieutenant's Cadet for West Glamorgan for 2022. And now let's hear from Harri himself.
Good evening, Lord Lieutenant, sirs, ma'ams, ladies and gents. My name is Leading Cadet Harri Oglesby from TS Encounter, Neath Sea and Royal Marine Cadets. I have officially been a cadet for 5 years. However, due to family involvement, I've been a cadet since I was old enough to wear a buoyancy and sit in a boat. What I enjoy most about being a cadet is the opportunities that it provides cadets. In my relatively short career, I have been to Royal Naval and Royal Marine bases, been offshore, shot some amazing rifles getting through to National Bisley and Symes. I have met His Royal Highness the Duke of Wessex during a royal visit to Swansea. My greatest achievement so far is being the UK Sea Cadet National Powerboat Handling Champion for 3 years. Last time, I had to cut short a holiday to Disney World, Florida just to compete. It was worth it. I am looking forward to serving the Lord Lieutenant over the next year, as I focus on my GCSEs and achieving my last promotion as a cadet. Thank you.
Cadet Flight Sergeant Victoria Symes of No. 3 Welsh Wing, RAF Air Cadets. Cadet Flight Sergeant Victoria Symes joined 610 Chester Squadron in 2015 and over a period of 4 years committed herself to every activity and opportunity that the Royal Air Force Air Cadets offered, maturing extremely quickly and being promoted to the rank of Flight Sergeant in recognition of her motivation, leadership and professional ability to lead cadets during challenging activities and situations. A keen musician, Victoria was pivotal in training the squadron and wing band to succeed at many levels, using her leadership skills, motivation and patience to encourage younger cadets to learn how to play new musical instruments. In 2019, Cadet Flight Sergeant Symes transferred to 1358 Pontardawe Squadron, a squadron that was literally on the brink of closing, with no staff or cadets attending. A new commanding officer was appointed, and instantly Victoria set about the task of supporting the new CO, sending out a new cadet framework for the learning and development that she had experienced at her previous unit. Very quickly, this dynamic new team boasted successes, increasing cadet and staff numbers, indeed quadrupling numbers over a period of 5 months, an exceptional achievement post-pandemic lockdown. As a team member with her commanding officer, they've revitalised the unit, introducing new projects such as glass art, flight simulators, archery and cycle maintenance. The personal qualities of Cadet Flight Sergeant Symes are exceptionally high, and she's already being considered for promotion to the rank of Cadet Warrant Officer, an appointment that will bring huge benefits to the whole of South Wales. She's an individual who always puts others first, and this unique quality will be immensely successful should she wish to pursue a career in any of the armed forces or within the Royal Air Force Air Cadets as an instructor. It's a rarity for a cadet to transfer from another wing within the Royal Air Force Air Cadets and make such a difference to a squadron, especially one that was near to closure. In recognition of all these achievements, Cadet Flight Sergeant Victoria Symes is highly recommended for the appointment of a Lord Lieutenant's Cadet for West Glamorgan for 2022. And now let's hear from Victoria herself.
I'm Cadet Warrant Officer Victoria Symes from 1358 Pontardawe Squadron Royal Air Force Air Cadets. I've been a cadet now for the last 6 years and I'm currently a student at Swansea University studying aerospace engineering with a future aspiration to become a pilot. Some of my favourite air cadet activities to participate and compete in are sports and leadership. With sports, I've represented both my wing and region in sports swimming, being victorious each time. With leadership, I enjoy leading our NCO team on squadron and also the squadron itself as well as the wing at remembrance events and also previously at RAF 100 events. I am honoured and humbled to have been given this opportunity by the Lord Lieutenant to fulfil this position. I will carry it with pride, representing my squadron, my wing, the Royal Air Force Air Cadets, but also my family. Thank you.
Well, Lord Lieutenant, that concludes the awards ceremony. May I please now invite you to say a few words?
Good evening, everyone. A Lord Lieutenant's annual RFCA Awards evening is a major event in our lieutenancy calendars. It is also a very special occasion for the Reserve and Cadet Force community because it sets time aside to recognise and pay tribute to the dedication and commitment of reservists, volunteers and cadets, and to mark the excellent service they give to the country and to our communities. In what has been a challenging year again for everyone, the continuing influence of COVID means that much still remains uncertain and unpredictable. But this ceremony reminds us of the constant and reliable presence of the military in our communities and the loyal service given by all. The important and integral role that our military reserve play in the defence of our country has been enhanced and reinforced in the government's recent Future Reserves 2030 strategy. Being drawn from and residing within our communities, reservists bring valuable skills and knowledge to the military reserve, and skills acquired as a reservist undoubtedly enhance our local communities. We are very fortunate indeed to have such a fine cadre of people serving in all branches of the reserve forces. We have seen the significant support that reservists give to their regular military counterparts in every operation in the 21st century. During last year, more than 100 were mobilised to support training teams and exercises abroad, as well as backfilling gaps within regular forces in the UK. Closer to home, we have admired the versatility of our reservists when called upon in the continuing battle against COVID. Of the 1,300 military personnel deployed to assist in a range of COVID-related operations, 200 were drawn from the military reserves. Whatever the need and wherever they are required, we are incredibly grateful to all of our highly trained, dedicated and committed servicemen and women, and I thank all of them for what they do for us. We have great strength and depth in all aspects of our cadet forces. In these truly amazing organisations, guided by dedicated and committed officers and adult volunteers, our young people grow and develop their potential, acquiring technical and life skills through exposure to military-style training, civilian qualifications and community work. These experiences, gained during a very important stage in their lives, stand them in good stead as they grow into adulthood. I congratulate all cadets on your commitment to your own development and for what you achieve and contribute as a cadet. You have our full support. The officers and adult volunteers are integral to the success of the cadet forces, and you all invest so much of your free time in helping to ensure that young people have the best possible cadet experience. During the past year, once again, the work you have done to mitigate the impact of COVID has been immense. You have kept the cadets engaged in online activities and carried out all that could be expected of you to prepare for the return to in-person activities. These last 2 years have challenged us all, but it has been a particularly challenging time for our young people as the restrictions have seriously interrupted their cadet careers. Throughout 2021, your loyalty to your units has been outstanding, and without you, the impact on the young people you support would have been much more severe. I thank you for stepping up to that challenge, and I thank you too for the incredible service you always give to the cadet forces. I also want to thank the parents for your commitment to and the enthusiasm for the cadet movement. You too play a vitally important role in supporting your children with their ambitions, and your presence at tonight's ceremony is testament to your interest and involvement. I am sure you are extremely proud of what your sons and daughters achieve as cadets. I am very grateful to the staff of the RFCA for Wales for the contribution that you make to ensure the association is such a successful and highly regarded organisation. For the second successive year, this event is again online, but undeterred, you have risen to the challenge and provided us all with a very successful and enjoyable event. Very many congratulations to the 4 recipients of the Certificate of Merit. Hearing the citations has given us so much to be proud of and to applaud. All of you have given sterling service to the military and the cadets over very many years. Your awards are justly deserved, and your family and friends and colleagues will, I'm sure, be delighted that your loyal and devoted service has been recognised in this way. Thank you all. For my outgoing Lord Lieutenant Cadets, as with your immediate predecessors, your year has been badly affected by the impact of COVID, although it has been marginally better than 2020. As the year progressed, opportunities did open up for you, and I was especially pleased that you could attend the various remembrance events, which are always so important and meaningful for everyone. You carried out your duties to the highest standard, and I thank you for your service and support. During the past year, you have all worked hard in difficult circumstances to advance your personal goals, and I congratulate you all on your achievements. I am very proud to have had you as my cadets, and I wish you every success in your future careers. Congratulations too to my new Lord Lieutenant Cadets on your appointments. Both of you have achieved much during your cadet careers, and I am delighted that your commitment and effort has been recognised with these appointments. You are a great credit to yourselves and to your respective units. I sincerely hope that during this very special Platinum Jubilee year, you will be able to take part in and enjoy the many events which are planned for the year ahead. This evening, we have all been united in praise of our military service men and women, our volunteers and our cadets, and I am delighted we have been able to acknowledge the contribution made by everyone and to say thank you to you all. Once again, very many congratulations to everyone receiving an award this evening. I hope you are proud of your achievements, because we are very proud of you. Thank you everyone for attending, and I hope you have all enjoyed this evening.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us this evening. Now, please keep an eye on our social media channels and our website over the coming days for any updates on tonight's event, and that'll also include a full recording of the ceremony, which will be posted on our YouTube channel. Thanks again, and good night.